Thank you. Our next keynote is actually Bimal. They are all pioneers in this room because visionaries are pioneers. And those that speak, she just spoke her vision and it's going to become a reality. I want everyone to give an incredible warm welcome for Bimal Shah, author of Becoming a Pioneer. He will take your business tenfold in the next 12 months. I've learned so much from this book and from this man and his beautiful wife who photographed him as an artist. We are a room of artists. Let's give an incredible welcome for Bimal Shah to the Global Vision Conference 2022.
Hello everyone. Hello pioneers. How are you all doing? I want to say the word unbelievable. Come on everyone, say the word unbelievable loudly. Unbelievable. You know why you say that word? Because it works either way, whether it's good or bad. You could have a bad day or a good day. It works either way. So my mission is to make 1 million pioneers on this planet before I die. That's my vision. That's what I'm for. And so I built the whole book series. You know, it's 13 books, the Pioneers Club, the Pioneers Community, the Pioneers Platform, the Pioneers Cohort. Everything is built to make that happen. And my goal today with each one of you is to bring transformation right here, right now. Are you guys ready? Yes. Awesome. So I'm going to ask you questions. You don't get to ask me questions first. I get to ask you questions. Who here wants to become the only one at what they do? Raise your hand. Awesome. Few, only few, not the rest of you. Becoming the only one is the sure way to becoming a pioneer. We all do what we do, but when you are the only one, you're unique, and you're the only one who does what you do, you separate yourself from the rest. And that's a sure way to succeed in life. It's a sure way to succeed in business, and it's the only way to scale exponentially, right? That's the only way to scale exponentially. So I'm going to talk about, if you can advance, I'm going to talk about the who. That's my family right there. Unfortunately, this is not working, so we're going to use that. So you have to shift here. That's my family. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. So my company is named after them. It's my wife and my kids, 2 teenage girls, Raju and Parthy. The company is named after them, and the whole group of companies. So we have an advisory company. We have real estate, holding, training, recruiting, operations, sales. I wear all the hats that I need to wear to help entrepreneurs achieve their 3-year goal in 1 year. So I'm going to talk about what the Pioneer is all about. So the very first thing is taking your 25-year vision. We have to think long-term in order to make progress short-term. And that's why the first book that I wrote is about taking your 25-year vision, bringing it down, and getting closest to that in the next 12 months. How many here would like to get closest to your 25-year goal in the next 12 months? Yes. I want to hear some excitement, some noise. Come on, come on. Yeah, right? 25-year goal, getting there in 1 year, try to get there. Yeah, okay, there should be some excitement. There we go. So now what's the most important thing that you need to do when you are making that jump? There you go. Now, one of the things, you want to make that jump, you got to jump, right? When you want to make that jump, right? Well, I'll tell you one biggest mistake entrepreneurs make when they want to jump. I want you all to stand up. Everyone, stand up. Okay, now, jump. So this is one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when they want to leap, is you try to jump standing up. How far can you go? Not far enough, right? How high can you go? Not too high enough. So when you want to leap, you have to take 20 to 30 steps backwards. You have to run up to a point. You have to be fit enough to make that run. And then you either would jump high with a stick, which is your leverage, or you would jump far with your strength. Right? Am I correct? Everybody get that? So now what I do is, one of the next things I'm going to show is we do a fitness test on your business. And this is one of the greatest success stories that just happened last week. And I think Johnny knows that person as well, right, Sarah? So just working 2 weeks with this individual, we completely transformed her business. And she posted that on Facebook. And she had an amazing transformation. You guys can sit. You can sit. We're going to jump. We're going to leap. We're going to do all kinds of things today. So if you can show the next one. So that's a fitness test. What I do is a fitness test on your business. We take every single function of your business: marketing, operations, sales, training, recruiting, finance, operations, and leadership. These are, whether you like it or not, as soon as you say to God that I want to be in business, God says, great, here are your responsibilities. And he or she gives you these responsibilities. So whether you like it or not, you have, whether you're by yourself or you have a team. And the good thing in today's world, we can have a team anywhere. You can have people from all around the world to come work for you, right? Am I correct? So you don't necessarily need to say, I need to hire or recruit. You can actually just contract people that you want to work for specific things. So do not do your business by yourself. Recruit and work with people that can't do the things that you can't do. So one of the things you have to understand, what can I not do? What am I not an expert at? And hire the experts that you can't, do by yourself. That's one of the key things. So I run this fitness test where we discover gaps in your business, and we put a financial impact to it. We find out where is the biggest financial impact, and we then make the jump and make the leap. So run a fitness test. Walk up to the booth, scan the QR code. You will get access to this scorecard, okay? And then do a fitness test on yourself. Do a fitness test on your business. Discover the gaps instantly, and you will be able to see the transformation. Does that make sense? You guys going to do a fitness test today? Awesome, great. Next one. All right, so a little bit about myself. One of the things I do very well is put the right people in the right seats. I've been running a business since 1997. I built a lot of thinking tools, okay? So one of the things I train in business is your business should make money without you. If your only way of making money is your time, you only have limited capacity on how much money you can make, right? So you have to convert your time into knowledge, into resources that you can share with the world, and that can make you money. So I developed a lot of thinking tools, 200 thinking tools. I wrote 13 books. How many of you here are inspired to write a book? Great. So because I wrote 13 books in less than 4 months, how many of you so many of you are deciding that I want to write my first book, right? I wrote a series of books, okay? 101,640 words. Because of that, now I am the expert at getting your book written in 90 minutes. Give me 90 minutes, you will have a book. So that's one of the expertise I've built. And we're going to help Blanca too with that. And I also get strength. So one of the things is that, helping you achieving your 3-year goal in 1 year, and I also get government grants to pay for it. So how many here would like to get to the next level and get someone else to pay for it? Yeah! All right, I wear one of the hats as a grant writer. How many of you here would like to build a dream team? There you go. I help you build a dream team in 30 days or less, a week to 30 days. We have a whole full recruiting process. So my book was #1 on Amazon, new release, Becoming a Pioneer, when it was launched. You can grab that copy. It took a while. It took a lot of prep, but now you can use my expertise, and you don't have to learn through the School of Hard Knocks to do it yourself, okay? You can work with me, and you can make your book successful as well. So if everybody has a story, everybody has something to say, right? Everyone here, you have something to say? Something to share with the world? Would you like to share it with the world? It doesn't have to be business, okay? It could be personal. It could be a personal story that you want to share. And you can have a book about that. A book builds credibility. A book takes you places. It helps you close bigger deals than you ever imagined. Imagine instead of giving a business card, you give a book. What's the value of your business card? It's an amazing value, right? So think about that. So that's my next book that's coming on April 4th, Becoming a Pioneer. So it's a full series of 13 books that I'm launching this year. I wrote all the books last year, now I'm launching one by one. And that's the next one that's coming. Now I have a Pioneers Club. So imagine just for $1, you can meet pioneers around the world. How many of you would like to meet pioneers around the world? For just $1. Would you like to do that? All right, join my Pioneers Club. You buy the book, you join the club. That's simple. That's it. No other investment. Very simple, straightforward. And you connect. We meet every month. The next meeting is on April 7th. And you connect and we share challenges. We work on resources. And we come up with action plans that you can take in the next 30 days. And we meet again. So we walk away with a monthly plan every month in the Pioneers Club. So that's the Pioneers Club. Be sure to join that Pioneers Club. You'll get an option. You can walk up to my booth, scan the QR code, and you can make that happen. Blanca, can you put the next one? All right, so the next one is, there you go. How many of you here have challenges when you try to get where you want to go? Everyone, right? Everyone has. Pick up your phones and scan that QR code. There is a solution to your challenge right now. You can scan it, the QR code. I think it will work. We've tested it. If you position your phone, it should scan it. If not, come up to my booth and you can take it. But if you scan it, and it will give you all kinds of resources. I want to see some people be able to scan it. I think Mark is trying, right? Did it work? No, it's a little far. The position is probably bad. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we have a great volunteer. Awesome. It works. It works. Cool. All right. So next slide, it will show, what happens when you happen. So you get a list of links. And I'm very thankful to Blanca. Blanca introduced me to Linktree, okay? Without that, I wouldn't have been able to make this. So I continually update this with magical tools and resources. Every time you go to this link, it's like magic, because there's something new that's out there, something new that I put it there. And it's like continuously, you will keep on going. It's infinity. So all kinds of tools, resources, solutions. You can pick your pain, and you will find a solution there. That's how I built this. So one of the things about getting to the next level is overcoming your pain, challenge, or frustration. So when everyone was walking to our booth, I said, what's this book about? I said, the first book is about building your vision, 25 year, and the second book is about overcoming the Great Wall of China. Because as soon as you build your vision, what do you run into? You run into obstacles, you run into challenges, you run into pains, you run into frustrations, and it feels like that. It feels like the Great Wall of China, right? Many times, how many of you guys feel that way when you run into pains or challenges or frustrations, right? So that's what the second book is about, is how to break through that, okay? So that's how you can do that. Next one. All right, so the first step in becoming a pioneer is integrating your 3-year, 5-year, and 25-year vision. There's a process. So once you have a 25-year character vision, you have to have a 5-year moonshot. Who has given the best example of a moonshot? Anybody know the best example of moonshot that exists today in the planet? Who? Anybody can tell me. I'll give them my copy of my book. No, it's John F. Kennedy, President John F. Kennedy. What did he say? We're going to take the man to the moon by the end of this decade and bring him safely back, right? That was a moonshot, exactly like a moonshot, right? We're going to take them, bring him back. It had a timeline, it had a goal, and that was a moonshot. So you should have a moonshot in your business, a 5-year moonshot. And that's why I'm giving you a timeline, okay? You should have a 5-year, and that book helps you build that 5-year moonshot. That book helps you connect your 5-year moonshot to the 25-year vision. It helps you bring that to a 3-year goal and helps you get to that 3-year goal in 1 year. So there's a process of taking you through that 25-year goal and helping you get there in 1 year. You guys like that? Awesome. All right, so the most important thing, what is wisdom? Anyone can answer, what is wisdom? Yeah, what is wisdom? Yes. Knowledge? Okay, is knowledge power? Yes or no? All right. Applied knowledge is power. There you go. We don't have power, we generate power. FPL doesn't have power, FPL generates power for us. Okay? You have the power to generate power yourself. Now, the best way to build your knowledge is to first build your imagination. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. I wouldn't have written these 13 books if it wasn't for my imagination. Okay? If it wasn't for my vision. I didn't read a book out there to how to write 13. I just started doing it. Okay? So it's your imagination. Imagination leads to powerful knowledge. Okay? So start with your imagination. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to be the room full of smart people. Absolutely, right? If you're in the room full of people that are smarter than you, you're in the right room. If not, get out of that room. Right? Because if you're the smartest person in the room, what are you doing there? All right, so that's build your imagination. Put your imagination to work. You don't have to be a knowledge seeker. You have to be an imagination builder. Build your imagination first and then seek the knowledge that's in synchrony with your imagination. Because if you keep on just looking for knowledge but it's not in line with your imagination, it's going to take you long. Go 1,000,000 miles in one direction instead of a mile in 1,000,000 directions. Okay? So you want to go 1,000,000 miles in one direction. All right. So I'll open the floor to questions. I had enough questions for you. Now you get to ask the question. Who has the first question? Yes. So metaverse is a resource, is a capability. It's a platform, but it's not the moonshot. The moonshot is in your head. Again, metaverse is a technology where it allows you to explore and experience, when you put on those glasses, something magical while you're there. So if you want to use, for example, I'm exploring metaverse for how I can train team members and companies and employees without me having to be there and me being in person through that metaverse. And so that's a resource, that's a capability. Okay, so if you improve your capabilities, you can take yourself to the next level. And that's what Elon Musk did. And the funny thing about Elon Musk is he hasn't spent a penny in advertising. Have you ever seen a Tesla ad? Anybody here seen a Tesla ad? Right? But what did he work on? Capabilities. He consistently worked on his capabilities, and that's what took him to another level. Yes? Right. Right, but that's when people demanded that they wanted to try Tesla, so he started. Yeah, and one of the earliest, yes.
What would be one of the things that would help someone get through the challenge of getting their vision?
Okay, so the very first thing, and I'll pose the question, and that's a great question. Thank you for asking this question. Everybody ready? And her question was, how do you get to building a vision? Am I correct? So if somebody has a challenge, how do you overcome that challenge? Okay, so there are three things: challenge, pain, and frustration. And we often combine these three words as similar, but they are not. They're different. And that's what I explained in the second book as well. So challenge is something that makes you stronger and better. So when we view something as a challenge, don't view it as a challenge. View it as an opportunity to get better, stronger, and improvise yourself. Because that's a God's way of teaching you how you get better. How can God teach you? That's his way of teaching, right? So when you have a challenge, accept that and say, what can I do to overcome that? Now, I'm presuming you do have a vision and you're trying to overcome a challenge, right? And building that vision, right?
Yeah, they're always challenges.
Yeah, okay. The second is pain. So when you have a pain, what is the first thing you try to do when you have a pain? What do you want? Rid of it, right? So you want relief, right? So when you have pain, you seek relief. Similarly, that's what you do in business. When you have a pain, you seek relief. How do I relieve these pain from me? There's a system, there's a process. And when you have a frustration, irritation, annoying, what do? You get rid of it, right? Eliminate. So eliminate your frustration, relieve your pains, overcome your challenges. So when you do have a challenge, learn from it, accept it as an opportunity to get better, to get stronger, improvise. But the only way you can improvise is if you have a very clear vision. Your vision should be vivid. It's not just, I want to make $1 million. It should be very candid, and that's what one of the things book does. It helps you build a vivid vision. Anyone else? Who has the next question? Cool. All right. Thank you all for having me here. Thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you at the booth. Scan the QR code. Thank you.
Bimal Shah.